Hi guys, Alyssa Hamer from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I teach out of Whittier Middle School, and I've been there for the past 12 years teaching EL math. And the levels range from newcomers, so kids that just came first year in America, and to those that maybe have been born here, but their families at home don't speak English. So all different levels, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And actually, next year I am staying at the same school, but I am going to teach both EL math, mainstream math, and then I'm also going to add one class of EL social studies. So, kind of excited. No, I'm nervous. Never taught social studies before, but 8th grade, all one grade level. I'm kind of excited about that, and maybe I'll learn a thing or two about our American learning platform at all of our middle schools in our district is Schoology, and I believe our high school is going to move over from Google Classroom to Schoology this coming school year. So I'm kind of excited for our middle schoolers to be able to go into high school and at least knowing that one thing. Let's see, I use all different types of technology game type things in my classroom. Over the past 12 years, I've picked up a bunch of them. Some of them I use all the time, some of them maybe once or twice a year, but still being used. Let's see, Plickers is one that the kids really enjoy. Kahoot, everyone uses Kahoot. I'm sure y'all are familiar with that. GimKit is similar to Kahoot, except that kids get to earn cash, and they also they can earn cash faster by using power-ups. They can also hinder other people earning cash by freezing them and things like that. I don't know, they enjoy it. It's fun. Quizzes is another one that's very similar to that. What I like about quizzes is a lot of times they'll just assign it, so it's a game that they can just play on their own. Quizalize is a little bit different because when you're setting it up, you set up the Common Core standard or whatever you want them to work on, and then you set up an activity for them to do if they pass it, and then an activity that they do if they don't pass it. So once they complete the initial activity, let's say they don't pass it, then maybe it'll go back to an instructional video that you assigned. Or let's say that they do pass it, they do really well, and then maybe the next activity is some game that they want to, or that they get to play. Let's see, Desmos is another one that our district uses a lot for the mathy activities. Quizlet's a huge one that I use for building vocabulary fluency. Super important, I think, for the vocabulary to be learned, just because if you're not understanding the terms, then you're definitely not going to get the content in math for sure. So it's good for all kids, not just my EL kiddos. The Socrative, another informal assessment. I haven't really used that one much lately, but I have in the past. Flipgrid, so sure everyone knows what it is, but I think it's awesome because kids can actually use that academic vocabulary that they're learning, and they can see themselves and they can see their progress in their Book It is one that I just found out about in the last few months of school. One of my students came up to me and asked if we could play, and I said, sure. I'm totally all up for students asking to play certain things if they've heard of. I think that obviously if they like it, then it's going to be a hit. So Book It is different types of games that you could choose from, and I think my kids' favorite is the treasure ones because they earn gold, and they can also steal it. See, Ed Puzzle and Nearpod, those are more learning type. Brain Pop, and then Study Jams for when we need to jam out musically to some of the math songs. Study Jams is math and science, but since I teach math, I only do the math part of it. Let's see, the technology that we have in our schools. Our district is a 1-to-1. I think any district probably is after the coronavirus pandemic. But our kids have Chromebooks. Teachers at my school got iPads this year, which is pretty awesome because then I can just cast what's on my iPad onto our super old smart boards, and I don't have to be up at the front of the room. I can walk around with the students and interact that way. So pretty awesome. We also, all of the teachers in our, at least middle school's got laptops, maybe the district, I'm not sure. And rumor has it that I think we're getting rid of desktops completely and just moving to that. Document camera, I have one of those in my classroom. Super nice because if I want to portray or show a math problem that a student did or something up on the projection, then I can just stick it on there, point the camera at the page, and it displays it perfectly. So super nice, handy tool to have. We built a new middle school in our district, and it is opening up this fall. So they are implementing Promethean boards there, I'm pretty sure. And I think the plan is in the next couple of years, then we will switch out our ancient smart boards into something a little bit more updated. I think that technology is super important because that's basically how kids are learning now. So what I want to get out of this class is to learn different ways to use technology. And I feel like I can use it a little bit better than how I'm using it now. I don't know if basically just use it for like reviews and things like that. So I'm hoping to be able to figure out how to apply what I learn in class to my real classroom in the future. So, all right. Thanks, guys.